Linda Merritt Mata. I am also known as the Quantum Field Coach or the Gut Bug Whisperer. I've been doing whole food, plant-based, no oil for 90% of the time, and a new food category called Plantricious about 10% of the time for about 15 months. At first I was 100% whole food, plant-based, no oil until I adjusted my lifestyle and laxed a little bit for myself and found some foods that didn't trigger cravings and stuff, and I had built my liver back up and some things that didn't make cravings so overwhelming, and learned so much. And for me, I had 15 diseases and I was on 13 meds, and I was 110 pounds overweight and very sick and on bed rest and totally addicted to sugar. I ate 3 pounds of candy every 2 days, big, huge family-sized bags of chips. And so the fact that I had had over 200 bottles of antibiotics really destroyed my gut health, and I had been trying to heal my gut health for 40 years, and learned about Dr. Greger and Will Bulsiewicz, and learned that there was brand new science for gut health, and changed everything I was doing. And then learned more even still than Dr. Will and Dr. Greger taught separately. Because of my poor gut health, I sometimes really was sick from the food I was changing to. Not because of what the food was, but how I wasn't able to digest it. So I learned things like dry fermenting my beans and grains, and cook fermenting my beans and grains, and sprouting and doing microgreens and fermenting veggies and all kinds of things that really changed my life. Dr. Greger's evidence-based nutrition and his free Daily Dozen app and his stoplight approach really helped me understand how to stay on track, I'll say, and also be aware of what was safe to use in a yellow light occasional type situation once I felt safe to explore that. And everybody's different. For me, I was so desperately sick and so tired of being sick that I didn't listen to the slow add things in to crowd unhealthy foods out. I jumped in the deep end. And thanks to Dr. Greger, I was able to do that. He even suggests to just keep adding things slowly. And, Dr. Bulsiewicz talks about being diverse in plants to feed the different gut bugs. And then I learned about NutriPlanet, NutriPlanet, Nellie, and low glycemic bowls, and she gave me the idea of bowls, and I took that idea and ran. And if anybody's ever seen my posts, you'll see I have a passion for brunch bowls. But yeah, I make things that are considered yellow light, but I have a folder in my Google Drive that I freely share with anybody that are specifically labeled yellow light, so we're aware that those are occasional foods if we're trying to do whole food, plant-based, no oil. And I don't post anything in my folder that's red light. It's simply not making sense to me, because I treat my body as a sacred temple, and my food I consider sacred sustenance. And I learned from Dr. Andrew Weil that putting the energy into my food is the same as putting energy into my body, and how I prepare my food is how I receive the energy from the food, just as much as the nutrition from the food. So my food prep is called Sacred Sustenance, and it's a time for me to really love myself and my food, and it's a whole thing. And then I get to enjoy my food all week long and not have to worry about what I'm eating, when I'm eating it, what's gonna go where. It's so much more peaceful and enjoyable, and way less dishes all week when I'm busy. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I was wondering if anybody would be interested in doing like a weekly or bi-weekly community group. Maybe we could get together and eat on Zoom, or I have a Google Meet, and just chat and have community. What do you think? And let me know if you want my Google Drive. I don't post it on groups because I didn't end up giving all the makers of the recipes that I didn't make credit, so it's not appropriate, but I'm happy to share it privately. And I also have a ton of information, workshops and stuff that I've done, and things that I've saved in playlists on my YouTube. All of my social media channels, you can find me Quantum Field Coach, all one word. And fast forward, this month is 15 months. I've lost 90 pounds. I am down from 46% BMI as a morbidly obese person to 26% BMI. I'm off of bed rest. I no longer have to take a bus 2 blocks to the store to get my candy. I'm actually walking and hiking over 25 miles a week. I'm training to hike my favorite mountain and go backpack camping. I went back to school, and I had been unemployable for 18 years, and I honestly feel amazing. And the way I break fast and eat time restricted and have windows of eating and ways I mix my food for low glycemic, sustainable energy, and my raw energy bars and all my intuitive eating I've learned, it's all just brought me such a miraculous life, along with quantum healing, to change my energy and frequency altogether has been miraculous. And I'm no longer symptomatic with any diseases, including so-called incurable diseases like bipolar 1, complex PTSD, general anxiety disorder, agoraphobia, fibromyalgia. My osteoarthritis damage has even stopped. So it's not just food. Primary nutrition is actually 11 other pillars of holistic health. And so I'm not trying to say that just eating different did all that. However, it plays a huge part in maintaining it, especially my beautiful gut bugs, of which I'm 10 times more of than human cells. I'm kind of not human. None of us are, if you really want to know. And so that's a whole different topic that I am just very passionate about, the gut-brain axis and how it heals mental health and all the new science. To give you an idea, the 40 years I've been trying to heal my gut, there's been 400 studies, and just this past year and a half, there's been 12,000, and there's 150 pending right now. And I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. And Dr. William G. Crick, I'm sure, is very ecstatic in his grave. All right, bye.